Gangnam Style.
One and all to another lovely episode of Playing Favorites. I am your current host, I guess. I'm going to say. Yeah, current host sounds lovely. I think management will agree. Anyways, so here we are, Playing Favorites SmackDown edition. As we're looking through the entire SmackDown roster, which I just actually Googled, and it's not that impressive. You got the likes of phenomenal AJ Styles, who is on top of his game right now. You've got Andre Cien Almas, and again, this is for my favorite superstar, so give me a second. I'm just going to run the roster a little bit. But there was one name that stood out above all the others, and he's actually basically the wrestling GOAT. Some people might go, GOAT, Daniel Bryan. No. Daniel Bryan looks like a GOAT, but he is not the GOAT in this instance. The man of the hour, the man of the topic of this episode, is none other than the man that put you on the list, Chris Jericho. Now, some of you may be looking at me going, but you're loco. He's not on SmackDown. Correction, if you actually look at the SmackDown roster, he is still sitting right there. So he is considered a SmackDown superstar. Now, let me count the ways that he is the greatest. So we can go back to his indie days in the 90s of being, Lionheart Chris Jericho back when he was in Mexico. Or we can track back the days when he was in WCW with the OG list of over 1,002 moves. Or we can go to the first man to beat The Rock and Stone Cold in the same night. As the very first undisputed champion. Or we can go over his other list of accomplishments. He single-handedly is trying to make wrestling great again. Jericho edition. So it's Canadian. That's why it's better. While he may be wearing red and blue, still gotta give thumbs up to Canada. Anyways, getting back to it. When we look at Chris Jericho's storied career, he is going to be a future Hall of Famer for sure. There's no doubt about this man's accomplishments, achievements, the things he's even trying to do in wrestling, while also getting Vince McMahon's say-so. He calls Vince and says, Vince, I got these ideas. Is it okay? And Vince's like, yeah, sure. Because also, secretly, in my opinion, Vince wants wrestling to succeed even without him. He is a businessman. So when Jericho tries to elevate the business, Vince is like, hey, elevate the business. So that's where he's at. So when you're looking at the greatest superstar on SmackDown, you take that really into consideration. While he hasn't wrestled a match in a while, it is still Chris Jericho being the GOAT. He's got the undisputed title. He's, like I said, he's making wrestling great again. He appeared at All In, which was basically the indie WrestleMania. And every time he comes back, he reinvents himself. Never once, when he makes a return, is he the same that he was when he left. Look at when he came back against Randy Orton. Dropping little hints. Everybody knew right away, but it was cryptic, and it was fun. And then, when he was the bad guy against Shawn Michaels, he decided to start talking very slow. Getting in your face, dressed nicely, talking you down, and then also beating your ass while wrestling. And then he comes back with a flashy jacket. Him and Dean Ambrose go at it. Fantastic matches. Every wrestler that Jericho has faced, he tries to elevate. From the likes of John Cena to Dean Ambrose to many other superstars. Even Kevin Owens has gained something from working with Jericho. And even Big Show, who flops left, right, left, right, left, right. We don't know if he's face or a heel. He's just a big angry giant. When he's happy, he's happy. When he's angry, he's angry. That's all it is. But they've all worked well with Jericho. Even, dare I say, we won't say it, but you all pretty much know who this is. If you don't, you haven't watched wrestling enough. They've had some great matches. So with that being said, Playing Favorites, SmackDown Edition, Chris Jericho is the best, hands down. I've had Uncle Loco's had a lot on his mind. Between the briefcases, between the challengers, between getting screwed over, it's taken a toll. Your boy Lucha Loco isn't feeling so Lucha or Loco lately. It's been a fun run. You guys, the audience, fans, fantastic. I appreciate your support. Some of you have actually wanted to see me at NXT. I have made local events. I've gone to them. I've sat down and, I've done things. That's what we do when you're, the champ. We try to do good things, try to make things happen, try to make it fun and exciting for you guys. But there comes a point when you feel a calling to say enough's enough. And over these last few months, I have kind of lost my spark. What makes Loco whole, what makes me, what makes me tick. I'm not the same monster I was when I first won this belt. I'm just some joke now. And I think it's time to hang it up. I hear the Locoverse calling me, and as much as I might not want to go, I think it might be time to leave. So without further ado, I will bow out to Wrestling Road Rage for the time being. I may come back. Who knows? I'm everywhere. I can be omnipotent. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, stick around, watch the show. Who knows what'll happen next? And remember, I was here. So that's it. I guess it's over. I don't feel so good anymore. I don't want to go, guys.